Hello, in this video my colleague and I are going to present the viscometer we built in order to be able to calculate the viscosities of different types of fluids, like different types of salty water concentrations and three types of oils: the flour of canola oil, the SAE40 oil, and the 10W40 motor oil.
Okay, the equipment that we are going to use are a graduated cylinder, a sphere, any sphere of different size or mass, and a stopwatch. This sphere, we are going to drop the sphere into the graduated cylinder, and we are going to record the time it took to pass these two marks. This viscometer is already calibrated, so we have curves, calibrated curves for one specific for oil and another specific for water. This time record that we have recorded to record this distance is going to be plugged into these curves in order to determine the viscosity.
Okay, so now we will start by determining the viscosity of the salty water, which has 20% concentration of mass in it. So for 500 milliliters of water, we added 100 grams of salt. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to be dropping the sphere inside the filled cylinder and record the time. It needs to pass these two marks. Okay, so the time recorded was 0.34 seconds. These are the calibration curves. This is the time, 0.34 seconds, and these are the calibration curves we got after calibrating our device. So roughly 0.34 seconds, it's like 0.35 seconds, is roughly 2.1 Pascal seconds, which is correct. Okay, before we continue our experiment, I just need to clear things up that the value obtained should be multiplied by 10 times 10 to the power minus 3, the value obtained for the salty water. So it's actually 2.1 times 10 to the power minus 3 Pascal second.
Okay, now we are going to test two types of oil. We are going to test the 10W40 oil and SAE40 oil, and distinguish the difference between it, the difference in time, of course. Let's start with oil 1040W. We can fill it as much as we want, but above the 2 marks, of course.
Okay, now I will drop the sphere and record the time.
The same procedure
Is
met before is now repeated.
Okay, let me start. Okay, so the time recorded was 0.63 seconds, as you can see. Now we go to the calibration curves. You can see that for 0.6 seconds we have a viscosity of 0.2 Pascal seconds, which is correct. Okay, now the last oil that we will be testing is the SAE40 motor oil.
The SAE40 oil is known as heavier than the 1040 oil, and we are going to test
calculates its viscosity.
apparatus.
You can see that it has a darker color than the W40. Okay, the time recorded was 1.27 seconds. We go the calibration curves. 1.27 seconds. Calibration curves, we get 0.31 Pascal seconds, which is correct. And we can conclude that SAE40 motor oil is heavier than the 10W40 motor oil. That's why we got a higher time for the folding sphere, and thus we got a higher viscosity value for the SAE40 motor oil. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be presenting to you the viscometer we built in order to be able
to drop it into the man عم قطش مان معي قطشة مان بالبروجيكات